Om Sthapakaya cha dharmasya sarvadharmasvarupine avatara varishtaya Ramakrishnaya te namaha. Yathagnir-dahika shaktihi Ramakrishne stita hiya Sarva-vidya swarupam tam Sharadam pranamamyaham. Namah Shri-yatirajaya Viveka-nanda-suraye Satchit-sukha-swarupaya Swamine Tapaharine. Om Parthaya Pratibodhitam Bhagavata Narayanena Swayam Vyasena Gratitam Purana Munina Madhye Mahabharatam Advaitamritavarshini Bhagavati Ashtadashadhyayini Ambattvamanusandaddhami Bhagavad Gita Bhavadveshini. Bhagavad Gita Bhavadveshini. Who is going to destroy the worldliness in us that we are studying. First chapter, first shloka we have begun. It's an important part of the whole Bhagavad Gita. It is introducing who you are, what you are, how you acquire the dirt in this world. And Bhagavad Gita gives the solution how you will wash yourself and evolve. Here we see what is happening is the important part we are going to observe is that now the war has been declared. The place has been set. In the last class we saw Karna was returning. Krishna is returning, meets Karna and tells the date, time and all that. Place is fixed, date is fixed and time is fixed. The whole thing is going on because the war is unavoidable because of all the efforts to tread the path of ahimsa is closed. Our Atharva Shastra tells about how to avoid conflict and wars. They give four what is called upaya, four approaches to avoid conflict and war. They are called Sama, Dana, Bheda, Danda, the four. Sama is conciliation, alliance, reconcile with them, call them for a meeting, show them the reasons, what are going to be the consequences of this war or conflict. We both are going to be losers. Every time any conflict comes, it is not the one person or anything. We are going to lose. Both of us are going to lose. Can we climb beyond? Solve in some other way? Alliance is brought. Let us do like this. Suppose I have a land. He also claiming we are brothers only. We are claiming half of. But both we are fighting for that land, then one of them says, see, let us cultivate this together. I have a well, you have cows, you put your fertilizer from cows, I will give you water. One of us or both of us will grow and we'll share, so that both will be benefited. This is the way which we go in the Sama approach of the Upaya, 4 Upayas, alliance. Then comes the Dana. We reconcile with the giving gifts or compensation. Oh, take this compensation, take this gift. Let us not fight. This is Dana. I am giving something to console him, like a weeping child who is at a little higher stand. He offers. Something goes in between. Again, the differences or the conflict or the war possibility drop off. Then Bheda. If these two both fail, then they try to divide the opposite party within themselves, and either dissension or discord is brought in their group. They get split and we take the advantage. But this part Pandavas cannot do and will never do, because they are on the path of righteousness, dharma. They are upholding dharma, so they will never go for such a thing. Last remaining is war. So they come for war. Finally, it has to be declared when all possibility of ahimsa path is closed, and war is the last option. Because here the dharma is to be protected. It is here we see our ancient Hindu understanding, ahimsa paramo dharma. The ultimate value, human value, is ahimsa, not to hurt anybody, or what we call non-violence is the ahimsa paramo dharma. But it is not absolute value. Though it is ultimate value, there is difference between ultimate and absolute. It is not absolute value because himsa becomes necessary when ahimsa itself is at the stake. Ahimsa is to be destroyed. If it is going to be destroyed, we may have to take up the arms, not out of hatred, not out of jealousy, not out of anger, but to protect. This is the need of the hour. The devilish, evil himsa is opposed or suppressed by sattvic himsa, where universal love and compassion dominates. We see this is called dharmika yuddha. It is just like I was in forest. When the forest fire catches, they rush here and there to see how much has been consumed and how to stop it. They go to about 30-40 miles away and start clearing the forest, at least 20 feet, and start putting counter fire. The fire is coming on that side. This counter fire goes and meets. The counter fire is put to save the rest of the forest. This is himsa, putting fire, yet it is shastras and society accept it. It is out of love and compassion for the plant life and our own safety, to save humanity, to save righteousness and establish dharma, establish one world of love, peace and harmony. The Pandavas is taking up the arms at the sanction of Sri Krishna. This is something like we are going to amputate a person of his hand or leg. When cancerous growth is there, which is going to spread the whole body and destroy. So the particular part is removed. It is not of hatred, dislike, or he doesn't have any ill feeling towards the patient. He loves him. He wants the rest of the part to survive. Krishna is the Lord of the universe. He wants to save the humanity and he wants to save the dharma. So also Pandavas are on the side of dharma. So similarly, we take one thorn to remove the another thorn that has entered our body. The same way this amputation is done when no cure is possible and it endangers life. There is no jealousy, hatred, anger or anything. Just love and love alone. This one, in medical terms, they use the suffix ectomy. It is removal of a part, ectomy. Now the Krishna wants Pandavas to do the Kauravactomy. Eliminate the Kauravas from the society. It is removal of a part which is going to harm the rest of the structure. This aspect of nature we see in Hinduism. So all gods and goddesses keep arms in their hands. This arm is for defense, not for offense. And Dr. carrying his amputation articles always with him. All knives and this and that he carries, doctor, and you can see him filled with love and caring. Krishna and Pandavas are in this Dharma Yuddha. So this aspect of nature in Hinduism, where gods and goddesses keep the weapons, they are powers of nature and they are different aspects of God. We must clearly understand this. The one God, one absolute, like a huge government, various departments like various powers of nature governing the whole system of nature. Each devata is an aspect of the same God. Like a wave in a ocean, another wave in another ocean. Like a particular body of the whole government. So it is one God working through many hands, as if one person working through many senses, many parts of his own bodily existence. Very often we get confused between we call God as the Karuna Sagara and Kripa Sagara, and keeping the chakra or the trishula in the hand moving about. We wonder, how can you say this is Karuna Sagara or Kripa Sagara? Carrying for everything he is showing this one. No, it is not. It is Karuna Sagara. When sometimes Paritrana Sadhuna demands the samhara of the Paritrana Sadhuna, Vinashaya Dushkritam. The Vinashaya Dushkritam becomes inevitable. To save one, we have to go for the other. There is a Holy Mother incident I heard from Bhashuna Devi. A group of devotees approach Holy Mother. One stranger will be there amidst them. Usually we see this scene when we are with President Maharaj or others. A stranger, he asks a question to Holy Mother. Why did Rama hide and killed Vali? Mother gets wonder. All of a sudden he is asking, why did Rama kill? Because the avatara concept is going on, because Sri Ramakrishna is avatara. That person is a new And he is asking mother, why did Rama kill hidingly Bali? Mother, with wonder, she says, what are you asking? Rama never killed Vali. Vali was killed by his own durgunas, the evil tendencies which he could not get rid of. He did not want to get rid of. And his own ego killed him. What a beautiful statement, you see. Rama's arrow. So many Rama went through the forest here, there, from birth to he is going on. And every being that saw him and every sight that fell on anybody or anything became mukta, pavana. And will the Kripakataksha of the Rama that has fallen on Vali, will it leave simply? Rama wanted the body also to be sanctified and the soul ascend to the highest state of realization. His arrow just separated that soul to climb to the highest state of realization of being one with the Lord. And the body, which was sin-stained, became sanctified. It sanctified the world. Every grain of it sanctified the world. What beautiful understanding, you see. And then his argument doesn't stop. He asks, why did Krishna make Pandavas destroy Kauravas? Mother comes to a pensive mood, as if she is feeling, oh, sorry for it. There is one paper, I think. Will you just give me? Yes, that one. Somewhere it is there. I will read out this incident. The first part I have told. Then the stranger, continuing his argument, asked mother, why did Krishna got Kauravas killed by Pandavas in Mahabharata war? Mother, in a pensive mood, as if feeling sorry for what had happened, said, Krishna wanted them all to give up enmity and live together joyfully like cluster of stars and serve mankind and serve nature. When all effort to preserve peace failed, the only way was to clean the field of all dirt. The village language, you see. To clean the field, what they usually see, when field become dirty, they sweep it off. Only way was to clean the field of all dirt. Both the Pandavas and Kauravas were his own progeny. We are all children of God. His own parts. What will you do if your own hand or leg starts rotting from one end? Will you get rid of that part? Will you get that part removed or allow it to take away your life? He eliminated that part which is beyond cure and destroys the rest. But his limitless love and compassion made all of them who died in war, irrespective of their being good or bad or evil, reach heaven, and some were even bestowed with liberation. What a beautiful understanding, and see how she presents it. This is Holy Mother Sharada, full of wisdom, full of knowledge, full of understanding, is able to give anything to anybody at any time. This we see that Dhritarashtra now is aware of the whole thing. He is not a fool. He is not. But One thing he knows, on the either side, huge powers have joined. Invincible powers on the earth have joined on the opposite sides. And he knows the consequence. None of them are going to survive. He has seen the world, he has seen the wars, he has heard. And he knows but putra vyamoha is not leaving him. Vyamoha. It is foolish. Moha is obsessive attachment. Foolish obsessive attachment. I am attached to something for which I am not able to escape. This attachment is different totally from love. Both are emotion of the same heart. We will discuss this point in our next class. The difference between all this. These are the things, this vyamoha on the sun is not leaving him. And on the other side, Duryodhana, you see, Duryodhana is in the snares of his own inner enemies. His inner enemies have caught him. Greed, lobha. He wants the other's throne. He can claim a part. He can give a part. And if it goes in his hand, adharma increases. Bhishma always felt the land must go in the hands of Dharmika king, Dharma. So he loved Pandavas and wanted the land to be taken by Pandavas. The kingdom has to be. But he never thought of depriving the Kauravas also. But which should not happen, happens, for nature and God have their own ways. So one side is lobha is catching, and the other side is arrogance, mada. That arrogance, and immodesty, mada, born of ego. The egotism creates. And the enmity, which is of jealousy and hatred, this enmity is called matsarya. He is under mada, matsarya and lobha. Inner enemies have caught him. He is not able to get rid of them. And this is what the whole world, every human is experiencing. This is the cause of what in Hinduism is, or the Eastern philosophies is called samsara. He is going to fall in the karmic cycle, dragging him like a whirlpool, dragging a person who has entered to the bottom of the ocean. This is called samsara. The causes of samsara. Bhagavad Gita is going to give us these causes of samsara in which we are getting flow, like pravaha, like a flood. It is carrying us. Lives after lives, constant suffering and bondage. And then the Guru Shishya Sambandha comes into picture. The Lord as Guru, Arjuna as the Shishya, gets the solution for this samsara roga. To get rid of this eternal disease which has possessed entire humanity, irrespective of gender, race, religion, time. It is not time bound. That truth Krishna is going to give. This is Bhagavad Gita. This is what we are trying to extract. We say Krishna has milked all the Upanishads had given us, and we are milking Bhagavad Gita to develop our spiritual life. Yes, for today this much. We'll go for next class. We'll discuss about this samsara roga. All right. Any questions? Om Niranjanam Nityamanantarupam Bhaktanukampa Dhrita Vigraham Vai Ishavataram Parameshamidhyam Tam Ramakrishnam Shirasa Namamaha.